Alright, so my goofy self is wanting to do too much all at once, and I'm aware of that. And I'm aware that I tend to do that a lot because I'm not really good at time management as well as uh it's a 50-50. Free time management is what I should say, because once you put me to a clock is when I start to actually uh, overdrive my mind. I actually sit down and focus, but not really sit down and focus. It just seems like, to me, my synapses is fired and my neural pathways fire differently, to the point where it's just like, it's like a close movie scene where it's just like, and they go really close up on the people. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm now starting to see and focus better. But at the same time, when it comes to my free time, my me time, it's just, I'm gonna do it how the fuck I'm gonna do it, and whether you like it or not, it's like, what you gonna do? Shoot me? In my job, I do what I do for free. I'm the free. When I'm free off the clock, I be me, and you either like me or you hate me, and that's not really all that serious. It's, oh fuck, I forgot I had that bitch. Did I put my cards with me, or did I just clean them and fucking? See, this is why I always misplace things. I go a million miles per second, set things down in certain places, and forget which places I set them in. So I found something just to lose it again. That's basically my whole entire existence, ladies and gentlemen. And those down in the preferred pronouns too, because I'm a very accepting person for the fact that, as long as you're not an asshole, as long as you're not a negative person, and I mean like forcefully negative, because you can be negative and just be depressed. I get it. Life isn't always rainbows and sunshine. Most of the times I'm fucked up in my mind. I'm just trying to figure out, where can I find this happiness? Well, I'm not disabled physically to the point where I'm debilitated that I need assistance, please. I need to go. I need to be changed. Oh, I don't take care about my needs. I don't always, even though I have the abilities to. I more or less care about you. Hey, how are you feeling? Where have you been? What are you about to do? Hey, have you ate? Yeah, have you drank any water? What are you going to do for the rest of your day? I just want to make sure you're okay, but it's never directed towards me. It seems like I forget to stand at the mirror and ask me these questions like I ask you guys. Even if you guys do or don't care about me, for some reason I was taught to care about people, and I never marked me on the list. I do think of me as a monster, so hmm. When I think about killing all the monsters, I think about committing suicide. And when I think about helping other people, I never think about helping me. These are true thoughts from my mind, regardless if you believe it as me saying it, or rather you think I scripted it. Hey, you believe what you want to believe, but I tell the truth more than I lie. Even though it's so quick and easy for me to lie, I do try my best to be an honest dude. And how do you know I'm honest? Well, follow through. Watch what I have said and watch what happens next. I didn't say this is going to happen. And that's why I never did. I'm just saying. And that's all I ever do. Say a bunch of shit. Plays out how it's supposed to. Do you remember what I said? Even I don't always remember it. None of this is scripted. I just make things up. I just hit record. I just open my mouth. I just do what I do, and either they love me or they fucking hate. I'll tell you when I've scripted it. But so far, I haven't either scripted shit or I haven't made it public yet. But I will admit, there are some videos where I'm doing self interviews that I've had to write things down in the paper. It's just like, what was my last line? Because those videos, I do enjoy doing them, but what most people don't respect and what most people don't care about is I need to be able to have the time, as in I need to be able to have silence to be able to rerun the videos. Sometimes I will admit I'm able to do them in one shot, and sometimes it takes me a couple shots, and it's because I forgot what I was supposed to say. Is because I know something on my nose that wasn't supposed to be there. Like, there's millions of reasons why I have to redo this shit and try. There's a million reasons why. Rather you respect me as a good or bad guy. There's a million reasons why. You just don't enjoy my stories. You think I'm making up excuses when these are valid reasons of why it didn't work for me. I promise I'm not going to sit here pleading. Either you believe me or you don't. I don't know your reasons to, and I don't know your reasons not to. I always tell people is if they're trying to oversell you, it's probably because they're selling you shit. Because if they know it's good quality, they know they're always going to get sales. Like, I don't need to sell you. I know it's good. Move. Clearly you can't afford it. That's why you're just trying to figure out how you can get it cheaper. I'm the type of person, which sometimes bites me in the fucking ass, that I will just grab it and buy it regardless of what the price is. Because once I'm committed to what the fuck I want it. Can I afford it? Not always necessarily. Sometimes payment plans, but even then, I'm still still paying for it. I'm not gonna not pay for it. I don't try to think if I've ever asked for money. I'm not type to ask for help. I absolutely hate asking for help, but I don't mind helping people, which is fucking funny as hell. Cause like, how the fuck can't you ask for help? Don't like asking for help, but you're more than happy to help people. I blame that on my childhood because, like, I would say, I've always thought if the old man and lady got divorced, I was definitely going with them. Fuck that shit. She was not going to keep a household up. It was, and like the easiest way to explain her type of personality, which I fucking love it because I just now realized it through Facebook Reels, is everybody hates Chris. So Terry Crews's character more or less was my dad with taking care of things. He did have a job. He didn't have two jobs, but he did have a job. He was making sure the kids were happy, doing the cooking. He was doing half the cleaning while Daniel was doing the other half the cleaning. Well, Rochelle, my lady of the house, because I'm mother, no, she didn't give birth to me, but she is the reason why I am in America. She's probably the reason why I am as strong as I am, because I figured like the only way to get stronger is by having resistance, and she was a shit ton of resistance. You know how hard it is to walk on eggshells and not even know what the fuck any of these things are. I learned how to do certain things before I learned what the things were. Is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. I learned a lot of things backwards. Like, I didn't know this was being nice. I just figured, like, people needed this. And it's received well in most rooms, so I continue doing this compared to things that aren't received well in all the rooms. Like, it's not always received well if I whip my dick out, but if it's just me and you and you're a chick and you like me, it's going to go received well. But if you're a chick and you don't like me, then, So I want to make sure you like me, which is why I never make the first move. Okay, very lowly. Like, I can't say never because I probably have at one point in my time. But at the same time, I'm more likely not to because for her to scream rape, of course I'm guilty. For me to scream rape, look at you, you're fucking strong. Why the fuck didn't you just beat her up? What were you wearing? What were you thinking? You got raped? Look at you, you have a penis and biceps bigger than my fucking legs. No way in hell you could ever have been raped. You were never young. You were never naive. You were never drunk. You were never. You're just making stories up and you're going to believe whatever the fuck you want to believe, regardless if it's the truth or regardless if it's a sweet story. I'm going to tell it how it is, regardless if you believe me or not. I know, I guess it's kind of hard to tell when I'm telling the truth and when I'm not, when I go on those random spiels and I'm acting. I just figure most of y'all can tell I'm just putting on a play. But I also realize that everybody is an all-encompassing term that doesn't cover everybody. So I have to realize that there is always going to be someone, if not a group of people that don't and will never get me. I don't expect everybody to get me, and I don't want everybody to get me because I don't want everybody to like me. I only want the select few that enjoy me and that think closer like me in the ideology of love, peace, and oneness because we don't have to be all this angry. We don't have to be all this mad. In my perfect world, after school programs everywhere. In my perfect world, there's security systems on the school buses, as in there's security people at school, as well as security people on the buses from time that they get on step foot on school property to the time that they step foot off of school property. They're literally being protected. And as soon as they get into your home, if you want to abuse your kids, that's on you. But in my perfect utopia, you wouldn't abuse your kids. You would know how to communicate with your kids. You'd have your kids go out and run. In my perfect utopia, there wouldn't be pedophiles, but there would be pedophile murderers. And if you suspect your kid might become a pedophile, we'll send them to a special school to reform them. And I don't mean like torturously reform them, strap them in the chair and have their eyeballs peeled up. Like, no, no, no. I was thinking more of like cattle prod. Like zap them every time they want to go against the pubescent, because we're going to utilize everybody in the community, regardless of your disabilities or non-disabilities. We're going to use little people, if I'm using the correct term, because I'm not trying to offend anybody. But if it offends people, at the same time, I said I'm not trying to, but if you want to get offended, that's all on you. We would use little people as well as our very talented makeup artists to make the little people look younger and see, like, little people as well as average height people and see which ones they would go for. And if they always go for the little person, then we know. Okay, we still got more work to do. And after so many trials and errors, either off them or maybe just put pedophiles in their own little community. Put them in their own community for a little bit, but it's not infatuated, but it is filled with little people. And first we figure out how they interact with the little people before we figure out how they interact with the kids. But the whole entire point of the little people is to make them look like little kids. That way no little kids are being harmed in the making whatsoever. But the little people are also being respected well, they're being paid well, and they're also being trained to know how to fight those adults or those pedophiles, just in case like there's. I want to make sure there's always going to be safety, but what I also realize is no matter how much thinking power that I put into things, there's just things that I will never be able to account for. But this is why you make reports, and this is why things are implemented, because while it wasn't a problem before, but we never knew it could become a problem, but now that it has been now that that problem has surfaced, we have figured out a way to eliminate it, if not mitigate it from being such a huge monstrosity that it used to be. But this isn't the type of world that we live in, where we ask what's wrong, we figure out a plan, and then we execute it. Because we'll figure out a plan, but it seems like we never make it to the E part. We never make it to execution, but we make it to elimination. We make it to amnesia. I know it doesn't start with E. Either way, we forget. Like, it's not a fucking problem. Work harder, work harder, work harder, work harder. Bitch, I am. I know so many ways to make this world a better place, but nobody listens to the crazy people until it's too late. The sky is falling! The sky is falling! The sky is falling! It's all starting to make sense now. The smarter I feel, the madder I get. I don't know. Are you going to discredit all of this as well? Because I'm also smoking weed. But would you rather me be a nonchalant pothead or an aggressive alcoholic? You tell me. Oh, wait, no, this is my life. I'm going to choose whatever path I want to, not what you told. I'll tell you this. I've never been too high and not tell you what the fuck I did the night before. But as somebody that has drank, right, I have. I've had moments where people have had to tell me stuff. I'm like, this is why I don't. That's why I don't, and that's why I only do it in select groups. Because you can't drink around everyone. Because I'll be damned if I wake up and I'm like, you're what now? We did what now? I'm going where now? I did what now? What the fuck did you guys... Oh, fuck, you guys are right. I am strong as fuck. Like, I babysit people, but I don't expect people to babysit me. And that's the main reason why I party smartly instead of party hardly. Or is it party hardly? Because I barely party. Easy to flip these words on me. I ain't trying to be naughty. Oh, have you guys not noticed this also? I don't really know what the time span is, but if I make a video longer than X amount of time, there's going to be some type of song that I end up making up. I feel like if it's past 5 minutes, no, if it makes it to double digits, I'm pretty sure I've sang at least once. Rather if it's a long song, a short song, a good song, or a bad song, I still song, did I not? Musically inclined, musically in my mind. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing that. I'm just journeying until I'm done with time. With time. With time. I'm the whole entire point of living is to enjoy the journey, regardless if it's yay or nay. I gotta go through the colorfuls, rather if it's blue, black, or gray. I still gotta go through the day. Even if I try to check out early, they tell me I still gotta stay. I know. Everything will be okay. 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 Cause one day I will die. One day I will die. Everything will be okay. Cause one day I won't see another fucking day. Everything will be okay because one day, one day I will die and I will cease to exist and I won't have to think about shit. So, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Just one more day, one more night, one more moment, one more, one more, one more, one more, like the addict says every fucking time, just one more. But everything will be okay. I just gotta lose my shit first. And everything will fix itself. I promise you. Everything will be okay. Whether we make it to the depths of the mountain or we die in the valleys, one day we'll cease to exist. And then everything will be okay. Just one more. Just one more. Oh, one more. Just one more. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Just like they said in the Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's nothing happening in Blessing. Say everything will be okay. Okay. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Everything, 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 everything. Every little thing will be okay. You just gotta scream and freak out a little bit. But it'll fix itself. It always has. And it always will. The world will turn, regardless if I perceive it or not. Everything will be okay. Everything is okay. Okay? Alright, there's the musical. Now into some more important shit. There's really nothing important. So the main reason why I'm making this video is because of sentimental values and reasonings. Now, even though the old lady did fuck in this car, I fucked more bitches in this car than she did dudes, assumedly. I don't really know how many dicks she fucked in this car. I don't care. I don't want to know all that she did. I just know I did nasty in this shit too. So technically speaking, I figure I gotta give it a little toodaloo, a little bye-bye. I gotta get my last video. Why? I told you, see? Goofy I will always be, never not storytelling, and then you guys get to see the new whip that I be whipping around when I get this shit. Oh yay, upgrade, happy early B-day to me, actually, anniversary, no new burst for me, I was born once, not twice, not 3 times, and definitely not 26 times, it's gonna be, nah, anniversary, because I was born once, and every single time y'all remember me, y'all should remember to repost me, like me, share me, comment me if you really like me. Why don't you share me? We ain't dating. You ain't my girlfriend. You ain't my wife. You ain't my boo. You ain't my seed. Why don't you share me? And even if you were, I'd share you. Like, fuck. The only reason y'all don't see me with a girl is because I ain't got one. And technically speaking, I ain't got one. I got many girls in my life, but they ain't that serious. They're just community. And I don't mean like community P. I just mean communication. And that's all we ever do. And that's all I ever want for some of them. And some of them, it's all I ever want to do is screw. I get it. I get near empathetic in my brain, but I can switch it to. So why are y'all saying it's my fault? I don't belong to that group. I'm really different than most people. And I know that's what they all say. So just let me show you. How? Well, a catalog. I got over 1,000 videos. If you don't like me, you probably have a good reason to. I would assume that you saw past my pigmentation. I've done so many things. I've said so many things. I've been so many places, but I haven't gotten on video quite yet. I'm just telling you, you should have good reasons not to like me past my pigmentation. I do have asshole tendencies. I will admit it. I'm an acquired taste. Not everybody gonna like digesting me. Just something that's funny in my stomach. He gives me butterflies. He don't really do nothing to me. Everybody gonna consume me differently. I understand that. I get that and I give that. That's why I just be so chill with it. You know, you like me or you don't. But I also gotta like you too. You'll forget! This is a 2-way street, not a 1-way. Even if you pay me. We gotta agree. At least there's something. I need to burn this on a little bit. It's definitely dirty. I still got cleaning to do and I don't even know what time it is. I just know it's past 12. My plans at 12. Naughty, Ethan. promise you, my professional life does not get into my personal life. My personal life doesn't get into my professional life. But that's also why I'm the business. Because I'm so fucking cool. Or so they think. I don't know. I'm just me every single day. I'm honest to myself, which makes it easier for me to be honest to you. It's not my fault if you can't accept my image. You don't need to, I'm just saying. It is me, whether you like it or not. And of all the things I could be doing, I could do nothing. And I could do worse. Just to remind you. I could be worse than that. I could be worse, but I'm not. I promise not. Because if I was. Y'all to hear my buzz. I could be worse, but I'm not. I'm not. And I don't ever want to be. One day, I may need to change again. I could be worse, but I'm not. I promise you. I could have been worse, but I don't want to spread even worse chaos than there already is. I could have been worse, but I choose not to be. Every single day there's war, then peace. There's war, then peace. There's war, then peace. There's more than you get to see. I better hurry this shit up. I'm running out of storage. I should delete some videos before making this. But honestly, almost half an hour, that's still pretty good because I got other shit to do. So thank you for wanting me, phone. And thank you all for listening to my madness that is...